Welcome back to the area of sorrow. I mean, Dracula probably invented his own cars. Whenever we get the theoretical 1999 game, we'll finally get to fight a car as a boss. I want to see Dracula's YouTube channel where he records food reviews in his car. Oh god, I watched those videos of putting, like, eggnog and pilk in a car and running it. The eggnog worked a lot better than I thought it would. Like, working is a very strong word here, but it did technically run for quite a while. They had to, like, actively try to kill it like that. You would figure, you know, replacing a car's entire, what was it, they did the oil? They replaced the oil with eggnog. You'd figure doing that would kind of kill the car pretty quickly, but no, it kept going. Like, it warned them a lot about the light. It gave them the check engine light, but it trucked on. Well, sure, all oil does is lubricate and absorb heat, but, like, it's eggnog. It cooks. It burns. Oh, man. But yeah, we're gonna do some Mario Rando today. I realized while I was setting my stream up, I hadn't turned off the branded content flag since last week when I did the review key for that one game. Oops. So technically the previous, like, 3 streams were branded content, I guess. Oh well. Yeah, that's right. It's Ule time. It's Ule. Alright, AOS randomizer. Cool. The Soma VTuber is also waking up correctly today. It's not upside down for whatever reason. Sometimes it does that. Last day in Florida? Oh shit. Congrats. I hope you got everything ready to go. You're not just procrastinating like I would do on the last day before I have to go do something pretty important. Look, you are beholden to have a break every now and then. You are beholden to have a procrastination hour or two. It's the law, you're allowed to do it. Yeah, we're gonna do some Mario Rando. I figure I might time this one. Let's see how we do. This will be the eggnog seed. Oh no. That's good that you didn't procrastinate then. That's good that you didn't do all these hypothetical things. Ah. Hit the very first zombie. Always kill zombies, you never know. Is it optimal? Probably not, but... Oh, the times when it is optimal, gamers. Alright, what do we got? See a soul up top. I see a mimic. Ooh, early gladiator. Nothing wrong with that. Love a good gladiator seed. I'm gonna save so I can do the sleep trick. Okay, good. I noticed my mouse cursor was on screen and I looked over on the stream preview to make sure it wasn't getting captured. It was not getting captured. We're good. Ah. But yeah, the past week I've been mostly playing an unreasonable amount of that one SRB2 mod that turns it into PSO. Aw, I didn't aim it right. Black Panther? Yo, Black Panther and Gladiator. Truly a Pogger's seed. Oh no, my R button is... Oh god, we're gonna lose some time here. Why is my R button not good here? That would be why, because it was set to the axis negative. Oh, probably because this was set up for a different controller. I don't think I used this setup for BizHawk in a while. Okay, nothing great there. Yeah, unfortunately I had my my R button bound to the joystick, or not the joystick, the trigger axis, which was weird. I think I must have been fucking around with it previously, setting it up with like speed up or slow down for the Secret of Mana rando seeds. I'm gonna save a little bit of magic for the boss, but yeah, we in there, gamers. Freaking skull. Dead skull. Yeah, the goober has blessed this seed. Ooh, bail. Actually, that's kind of nice because that does boost my Black Panther contact damage a good amount. It's like one of the rare instances in vanilla where intelligence does actually kind of help, but this is the version with the intelligence booster patch. Ooh, great. Actually, I thought that was Ascalon for a second, then I saw Great Sword. Ascalon is good, Great Sword not so much. Great Sword is a little stinky. Probably going to be mostly using the Gladiator to attack here. Not really a great sword. It's got mediocre damage, and it is a like full like heavy sword, so you can't move once you swing it. Ooh, Rune Ring. Well, that was a fun 10 seconds of Black Belt, but I'm not saying no to more MP regen. Yeah, exactly. The best swords have names, like Graham. Great! Whip sword. Actually, can I get that? I don't know if I can throw this through the wall and hit. Might be able to... Yeah! Kicker. Probably... that actually does unlock the ceiling in the dance hall. Although I can't actually use it yet because I don't have the double jump. You do need double jump. Freaking skull. Oh, a little coffee. A little caffeine. Because you can't do the dive kick without the double jump. You're supposed to get it afterwards normally, so... running into every single one of these dudes that stands completely still with their knife out. Nightmare, 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 nightmare! Yeah, we can just one-shot the skeletons and zombies just by running into them. Speaking of blue crows, imps, blue crows, lamp oil, bombs. You are here in time. Well, actually, no, you missed Creaking Skull. There's going to be another one, but you missed the first one. We got a very early Black Panther, so... Actually, very early Black Panther and Gladiator, so the seed is real nice. And we got Nightmare for hitting fire weaknesses if need be against, like, wooden golems and such. Double jump? Yeah. Well, there's our kicker skeleton turned on. Bye, Graham. We'll see him later. Sub 30 is pretty unlikely. Sub 30 would have to be like everything is like perfectly arranged and placed, and that is extreme. Like, I've had probably what I would consider the best seed, and that was like a 45-minute run. Ooh, Gungnir. Actually, Gungnir's probably worth using when I do have to attack. It's quite strong in its lightning elemental, which will melt any kind of armor enemies. Bell necklace. Sub 30 would have to be like, you get Cleave Salish and Demon Mail and like all 3 souls and all the books that identify the souls, because you don't just want to guess on that unless you are really, really dumb. My PB would be like around, I think it's like 45 minutes right now. And that was a very lucky seed. Like, I got Cleave Salish. I got, like, the best sword in the game very quickly. Backdash would be nice, though. Is it right here? Is this the backdash? Oh my god! I'm actually going to switch to Winged Skeleton here, because I don't think I have any vertical swinging weapons. I do have the Greatsword, actually, but I'm not going to use that. Fuck that shit. Back to Gladiator. Can also peep the ceiling here real quick. Because double jump and backdash is just enough to get over the top here. Ah, Iron Plate, actually, that's not bad. We don't have any armor yet, so I will take anything. I'm gonna try looping up here first because I've already got access to this zone. Broadsword, nah, not really worth using over Gungnir, I think. Especially now that we have backdash. No, one-shot? No. I'm gonna say, one-shotting Ghost Dancers can be nice, too. Because you have access to, potentially a lot of drops. If you kill them quickly. There's tons of them flying everywhere. I just have to remember, coming back up from the study here, I need to skip the side rooms now. So normally I take the other route, I grab them on the way back. But I think it might be more advantageous to just, like, go for those items if you can. Samurai Armor, I think it's actually... I think it does have slightly higher attack power than Iron Plate. But then the defense, I want to say it's about the same, if not worse. Probably worse. Damn. All the green souls are showing up today. Alright, doing pretty alright so far. Nothing wrong with the seed. Famous last words. This is the milk seed. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is coffee or tea. Not worth stopping for. Ooh, Vijaya. Getting a lot of lightning weapons on the seed, too. Actually, I think it is slightly stronger, and it's also a sword. I think it only hits... Actually, no, I think this multi-hits as well. I think almost every lightning weapon multi-hits, so... Just because this guy I get to jump cancel, I don't have to worry about doing Backdash cancels. That's just a mimic. If it just likes to look like a dull gray money bag, that is a mimic. Not worth, I guess if you're very early on and you can kill it quickly, it might be good, because they're worth a decent chunk of experience when you're very, very early. But yeah, I can actually do the intended method of getting in here. Rapes! Yeah, we're gonna melt this armor boss here. The great armor. He's weak to lightning, and we have 2 different lightning weapons to destroy him with. Good fight, was close. Strawberry. Like, realistically, I probably should have just saved and left, but again, that's something I think it's a little bit of a gamble. Like, it is probably more optimal in the best case scenario, but then you're also banking on it being like a, you know, a situation where you want to reset. So, I don't know. Oh, my blood. Moon Ring will help a lot with this. Alright, okay, we want to go this way. We're just going to ignore the side rooms now, because we already did them. I'm surprised these guys don't die from a single hit of, what's it called? From a single hit Gladiator. We're going to go here, though, because that's a teleporter. I've been keeping an eye on part prices for computers, specifically GPUs, because they are completely fucked right now. Yeah, it turns out it's not a great time to buy one because the stock for the previous generation is very hard to come by. If you want to buy like a 4070 or a 4070 Ti, it's not cheap. But then the problem is if I want to buy the 50, you know, the 5000 series, those are all going to get snapped up like the second they listed by bots and shit, so the odds of me getting one of those are also quite low. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. Ooh, Levitine. Can I sell anything? I could sell Vijaya or Gung. I'm going to sell Gungnir, actually, because Levitine is a very good weapon as well. Yasutsuna. Okay, nothing great here aside from Levitine, so I'll buy one of those. And then the rest will be Lotkeys. Also get some tasty meat, some healing items. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I've been looking into AMD cards as well, because it's a mess out there. Actually, I should be able to get this item in the ceiling. The reason I want NVIDIA is because I do want the ability to use NV encoding. Like the NVIDIA GPU encoding for streaming. Yeah, I would love to see a video card not be like a fucking $1,000. I think that would be quite nice. Okay, I can just run through these guys because they got intelligence boost. Another nightmare. Let's do another run because these guys might drop something. Okay, they're not dropping anything. Fuck them. I remember when video cards, like, top of the line you could get for $500 to $700. I miss those days. Like, everything else isn't really hard to find. Like, CPUs are fine, you know, hard drive space, or hard drives, RAM. Just the GPUs, which are kind of important if you want to, you know, play video games and also stream. You kind of need one of those. Gonna stream on my Dell Optiplex. I'm gonna buy like a really, really shitty business machine and stream on the integrated graphics. Creaking Skull. There's the second one. Oh, come on. Who wants to see me stream Solitaire and actually no, they don't even have Space Cadet pinball machines anymore. I need to see, I wonder how like hard it is to run that on a modern machine now without having to use like virtual machines. Play some Space Cadet pinball. Surely somebody has ported that to like a modern standard, right? Like of all the games to get tons and tons of post-launch support and, you know, get working on modern machines, I'd be very surprised if there wasn't a way to do Space Cadet pinball. Yeah, Unreal with the hyper-intense lighting and the, like, blinding amount of bloom that every dipshit on Reddit is like, oh my god, this is how Nintendo needs to make video games. Nintendo, hire this man. Everything looks greasy and has depth of field, oh my god. Tsushinoko fake. White Dragon. That might be one of the book souls. If it's from a pedestal, it can potentially be one of the book souls, so... It's also possible to get book souls randomly as drops, but you never have to farm for them, thankfully. This rando's nice like that. This rando isn't like the built-in Bloodstained rando, which unfortunately does just kind of sometimes require you to farm. Also gonna grab this teleport, because I feel like every time I don't do it, it bites me in the ass. I don't even know what I would do if Nintendo hired me. I'd be an ideas guy. Like, what if you made Ass Libra? What if we hired the guy who did Ass Libra Revision and had him do Ass Libra Revision 2 and paid him a lot of money for it? And it's basically just a video game for me to play and nobody else. And I will spend Nintendo's budget on that. I think that would be a great use of their money. I think they've got enough. I'm going that hard for that ramen. I've got plenty of healing items. Oh, this might be. Ooh, giant bat. I mean, I don't care so much about the specs. It's just that, like, it was very clear they were trying to push it way too hard. Like, people were thinking, oh yeah, we'll just port it to the Switch, and you can't just port a game that is designed primarily for the other two consoles easily to the Switch. No, you don't have to use the teleporter, thankfully. You just gotta be in the room. I don't know why I'm killing all these dudes, I don't even have to. Maybe I should hit this with the gladiator wheel. Really, what Nintendo needs to fix with the Switch is the drift. The known issue that affects every default controller. But I guess they just ran calculations and found out it would actually just be cheaper to, you know, just run the repair department and have people send them in. Allegedly has Hall effect. I'll believe it when I see it. I feel like controllers in general just have been, like, kind of going back in terms of quality. Apparently the Xbox, weirdly enough, is kind of like the best ones now. Although I could be wrong. Oh, I missed. Actually, this is probably easy to use Nightmare. Nightmare, 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 Nightmare. So I can do this. I think the DualSense 4 was my favorite controller. Like, everything about it, aside from the fact that it used micro USB, was fantastic. And if they would just make more of them, if they would do another DualShock 4, but it didn't have micro USB, I would gladly use that. The Elite 2 is $200? Jesus Christ. Oh, no, the Black Panther. Like my Xbox 360 controller that I dipped in honey, it does still work. It's not the best, but it does still work. I don't know, the DS4 D-pad for me was fine. Like, I really enjoy. Oh, God. Although, to be fair, honey is not really a conductor. It's not going to, like, ruin the controller. It is just going to make it a lot harder to use. And the nice thing is, when I get hungry, if I'm ever in a situation where I really need honey down the line and I don't have any handy, I can just crack open my Xbox 360 controller and dig in and mine all those precious honey crystals. Do I have to come back here? I don't think I do. 220 CAD. Oh. Yeah, maybe I won't buy an Xbox. The biggest thing for Xbox for me is like the fact that the D-pad is kind of secondary. Ooh, Galamoth. Let's go dip back there immediately then, since we're already in the top zone, not the top floor. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, chat room. But I use the DS4 pretty heavily for like probably like 6-7 years, and it wasn't until like fairly recently the micro USB just stopped holding cords in it, basically. Which is kind of just a failing of micro USB in general. Oh, come on. Let me in. Undyne. Alright, so we have... I mean, I think the plan is just go to Floating Garden, I guess. Actually, should I just warp? Oh god, I think I have my rewind key bound. I need to unbind that to select somehow. Yes, it in fact is bound to select for some reason. Why is it bound to that? I was like, I went backwards there for a second when I opened my map. I must have a double bind, and I sure did. Yeah, just go back this way, take the teleporter. No drift problems. I never ran into drift. Although I don't know how heavily you used it compared to me. But again, that's also... For me, personally, I understand there are issues where it just, you get a weird situation. Not gonna bother with a stinky hand. God, I wonder what my old, like, NES and Super Nintendo controllers... I wonder if the rubber on, like, the D-pad and all that stuff is just completely disintegrated now. Alright. Yeah, let's just go to Floating Garden, I think. I think that's the play. Because we can go underwater, but I'd rather not. At least not until I get either better defensive gear or more levels. DS4 was also the best for, like, fighting games, by far. Like, Xbox... I would not want to use the Xbox D-pad and Switch. That's funny. That's a funny joke. Let me play Guilty Gear on half of the Joy-Con, please. Let me give myself an RSI because I wanted to play exactly one round of Guilty Gear on a half Joy-Con. Oh god. Yeah, if you successfully block a Skullgirl string, you actually have to go to the hospital afterwards. Do an infinite in, like, you know, Marvel, and you might as well already start scheduling your funeral. Okay, scrapes. That is Onikiri? Yes. It's said to have killed a demon. I wish I had Hippogriff, that would be nice. I could even go to top floor, but, like, we don't have any of the books yet. That would be one hell of a called shot. Because it is theoretically possible for all 3 books to be on the top floor, but then you're also banking on you having those souls in the books, which isn't guaranteed at all right now. So I think I'm going to pass on that gamble. And I know, you know, 95% of gamblers quit before they win big. I realize I'm just going to become a statistic, but also check the bonus room, because we can. Manticore. Actually, that's nice. That's a transformation soul. It'll be good for fighting boss, and also potentially doing Forbidden Zone. Still not quite at the one-shot Medusa heads with Black Panther threshold yet, unfortunately. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna be keeping an eye. If anybody wants to send me like a 4070, you know, Ti Super, or if you happen to get your hands on a 5080 or whatever, and you're like, dang, I don't really want this, I'll take it off your hands. I'll gladly take it off your hands. Because, my god, finding those are a pain in the ass. It's not just the matter of having the money, it's also a matter of being able to find one. Because, like, I'm not looking to get, you know, the very latest top-of-the-line thing or whatever, but at this rate, like, the ability to find 4070s, it's difficult. Actually, Nightmare is probably better here, too. Looks like I can double hit the scythe with, okay, man. Taking a lot of damage in this fight, actually. Need to start playing a little more careful. 4080 super, I don't know. I would say like $1,000, but the prices people are asking for this shit on like Marketplace for a previous gen card is a little beyond the pale. And I should specify 1,000 Canadian. Unlike most other industries, the previous version of a card is somehow not a lot cheaper. Paid 1,100 USD. Yeah, I understand if you don't want to sell that then. Also, is it used is the other question, because that's the big thing. Like, if I, you know, if I'm spending $1,000, $1,500 on a used card, then yeah, that would be a little tricky. I realize I'm probably asking way more than I can here, but... Oh yeah, if you're using it now, don't feel like you have to rip a card out of your machine and be like, oh shit, Andy said he needs a new video card. That's the other thing, yeah, like what was it used for? Like, did you just, you know, did somebody just use it for a month to play, like, I don't know, Control with ray tracing or Minecraft with ray tracing, then decided, nah, I'm just gonna get a 5070. Then it's a question of, has this card been thrashed to all hell and back because it was used for Bitcoin mining? And I'm not saying you did, but... Oh god. Feel sneeze coming on. That was the sneeze. Yeah, I think we go underwater. Your 3080 Ti is probably fine. I'm still on a 1070, and my CPU is old. So that's why I'm thinking it's about time. This CPU is 12 years old. Probably closer to 13, actually. Mimica. Because as much as I want to think that, you know, this... Actually, it's not just my graphics card, honestly, it's also the CPU at this point. Yeah, I would love to get like a 5,000 at MSRP, but I have a feeling that it's gonna get immediately fucking snatched up by bots. The second that they become on sale, like the second they are available for any kind of online purchase, I imagine they're gonna be gone. 50 series is terrible. Well, the problem is I can't find the 4000 series here either. I can't get either. I don't really want to go for like 2 generations back a 3000. Like I would rather have a 4000 if I could. Because my current option for I think the only listing they have on PC Part Picker for a 4070 Ti Super, $2,000. There's no way in hell I am paying $2,000 for a 4070 Ti Super. It is simply not going to happen. Yeah, I read about the missing ROPs on the 5090s, I think. I know, that's the problem. Everybody's saying, like, yeah, this is a really bad time to buy GPUs right now, but, like... I don't know. I've been waiting. Oh, all the 5000 series had it. Fantastic. Yeah, I might have to look at AMD then, depending on what their new cards are like. Apparently that's not until March, though, I think, so I will have to wait a little longer. It's not even, like, not even necessarily for streaming, it's just getting to the point where I like, cannot play any, like, newer releases without it running like shit. Oh, was it early March? Okay. That's the other thing, yeah, like, apparently the power draw is maybe a little too fucking high, and it might actually be cooking your computer a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a fire hazard as a treat. Because, like, I would ideally want to go for, like, a 4000 series, but considering how difficult those are to find... And, like, the reason I want an NVIDIA, again, is because they have the NV encoding thing where you can just run encoding on your GPU for streaming, which is really nice. Probably has made the ability for me to stream a lot more doable. Yeah, you could probably put in, like, a nice little, like, roast in your machine while you're playing Monster Hunter Wilds and then get a little treat afterwards. So tasty! Just make sure you listen for the music to end, otherwise you're gonna get overcooked. Dog should do that someday. GPU roasted meat. Kind of surprised I can't one-shot these guys yet. Yeah, full of microplastics and computer exhaust fumes. Delicious. Oh no, the sub-30 was dead from the very beginning. Like, if you don't get, like, an absolutely blessed placement of items and souls and stuff, it's not happening. Yeah, sorry, they're aromatics. Put your spices in your fan, and that way it distributes them evenly. I guess I could be using Giant Bat. Because I always forget to get that teleport, and then it always bites me in the ass. Because, actually, no, we can do Forbidden Area right now. Let's go do that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, in the case of cooking food at your computer, that would probably be more on the line of macroplastics. Oh god, the fucking Bitcoin strawberries. Oh, I fucking love the Bitcoin strawberries so much. What do we got? Creature that moves at high... Is that Black Panther? That would be... Minotaur? If you Google Bitcoin strawberries, you'll probably find a picture. And it's just like strawberries that were dried out using the heat from a Bitcoin mining rig. Oh yeah, it could be Skyfish, actually. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pop open my Monster Finder. Oops. I should probably pop that open before I do that. Oh well. It's alright, we'll take a time loss. I'll have this in the background because I do need to keep going in the meantime. Black Panther, or no, not Black Panther. Manticore, and... I do have Undyne, yeah, there we go. I don't know if it's the same person that got heat stroke from sleeping in their Bitcoin mining rig, or sleeping in their Bitcoin mining rig room, but... I'm gonna kill these guys because I'm a little lower on health. You're probably gonna have to heal on the way back. I feel at this point trying to make any kind of profit off of mining your own Bitcoin is just not going to happen. Unless you somehow have, like, the ability to run, like, you know, dozens and dozens of cards running Bitcoin mining. And also have a place that is cool with you running that and giving you the electricity for free. Okay, there's Skyfish, so that's probably the one. Oh no, a lot of people just think... Because yeah, at this point, like, the difficulty of actually generating a new Bitcoin is basically impossible for any individual person without spending an inordinate amount of money, which, hey, guess what you're losing. You're also, you know, getting to the point where you'd be expending, like, the power draw of a small building just for your singular Bitcoin, which it's not gonna happen, homie. But yeah, continue killing the planet to generate your crypto money, that'll work. I'm gonna go up here just so I can save, because it's been a minute. And these gargoyles are being very rude. It's alright, once we run out of Bitcoin, people are going to switch over to AI to kill the planet. Oh, look, I'm drawing an AI picture. I'm so talented. Honestly, selling drugs would probably be a more reliable way of making money. Alright, we gotta go... Actually, yeah, we gotta swing down to where the Legion Arena is and then go... swoop back around and we'll swoosh to the, actual arena. Oh, drugs are absolutely more ethical because somebody is creating them at the end of the day. Maybe not, you know, fentanyl and stuff, but... What are those guys dropping? I saw they dropped something, but I didn't see what it was. Saw the little green pop up for an instant. I should probably heal. Yeah, they're plants. Minotaur. I might actually want to consider swapping to a strength damage or a strength booster soul now. Because Bale is kind of falling off a little bit. Actually, no, because then it'll do more damage when I do my transformation souls for fighting Legion, so I will probably just do that. Ghost. It always kills me when I see those, like, YouTube channels where they have, like, 10 graphics cards just for testing stuff, like, not even to use, just for testing. Like, come on, give me one. I'm gonna build my own graphics card. Yeah, if AMD wants to win, they can just be like, we're gonna sell it at a reasonable price and also offer good performance. Peace. Your move, NVIDIA. Mid-core. Do one more charge. Like, if they offer something, yeah, around, like, on par with a 4070 or something, and it's at a reasonable price, and I don't have to fucking go out into the wilderness to find one. I'd love to. Weird how if you offer a good product at a reasonable price, people will want to buy it. I should probably heal, because I think these guys will kill me with a laser if I'm not careful. That's the other thing I'm hearing a lot, too. Like, the 5000 series is very close to the 4000. May actually be worse in some regards. I don't know, man. Like, I'm so tempted to just get a pre-built, but pre-built screw you over in different ways. I'm gonna say, I don't know that... I think we did get a different red soul there, I just don't know if we need... I don't think we have the red book yet. I don't know if there are micro centers in Canada. We have Canada Computers, which is relatively close by. I could dip in there and check, but I don't... I was looking on their store, like, locator, and I checked for the one near me, and they didn't really have any, so... Actually, switch off Sculla now, too. Oh, no, I don't have Sculla. Yeah, maybe I'll keep Bale, actually. If there are micro centers in Canada, I don't think there's any near me. I don't think I've ever really seen one. Oh, Oh no, I'm not really close enough to Chicago or New York to really grab those without paying a ton of extra for shipping. I really wouldn't mind Hippogriff. That would be quite nice. I don't have all the books, do I? No. No, we just have 2 and 3. I still need 1. That's the thing, like, I don't want to have to buy a pre-built and then, you know, replace all the shitty parts with good parts, because then you're spending all that money again. It's like, I just want it to be good. I just want it to be good out of the box. I know you can get that if you pay a shit ton of money, but then it is a little bit different. No good, did you? God, like, these guys have tons of HP. Let me just go and check and see what Artesian Builds is doing, and maybe they'll be able to make one for me. Surely their CEO hasn't done some really head-ass shit and completely tanked the company. Oh my god. And there's the re-roll. That's how you kill a company in 4 words. I could have been sponsored by Artesian. They sent me an email, or they sent me a DM on Twitter. They're like, hey, you want to be an Artesian ambassador? And it turns out it's just an affiliate marketing program, and they were not offering me a fair rate. Yeah, let me take a big drink of water before I actually check on Artesian and see what happened. Or see what might have happened, because they're, as far as I'm aware, they're still operating. No, I keep that DM, like, obviously I'm not on Twitter anymore, but I keep that DM just to kind of remind me of the nice little bullet that I dodged. Do you want to... Hey, will you put a huge banner on your stream, and in exchange we'll give you, like... not even 5% on any purchases. Ty got good rates is the thing. Ty got a decent deal. Because he actually talked to a human. I'm pretty sure they were just shotgunning, like, the generic, you know, sponsored link offer to anybody who was streaming and had a, like, even remote amount of clout. Like, they were not willing to pay me any money directly for featuring their stuff on my channel. Which is kind of one of the things, like, if you're not going to give me money directly, if it's an affiliate marketing thing where I get a percentage of stuff if people purchase things with a coupon code, then that's a little more sus, and honestly, I generally prefer not to take those kinds of deals. Because that means I am now beholden to push that sponsorship as much as I possibly can. Otherwise, there's nothing in it for me, which... It's pretty rare. It's pretty rare for that to actually ever be not profitable, but it's ever rare for it to ever be, like, fair to people. Because I don't like taking stuff, like sponsorships that are just, you know, install... If I get 10 installs of Raid Shadow Legends, I get money. I'd rather just take the money up front. That way I can be very upfront with people, be like, hey, I was compensated for this, and I'm being paid to do this advertisement. I don't know if I can actually hit this guy with Manticore. I need to try that. I think he's too high. Yeah, he's too high. Black Panther it is. Actually, I should probably slap on A, not Vijaya, and B, I should slap on Minotaur. Actually, Nightmare will be good here. I spent half of this fight just opening my menu and fucking around because I need as much damage as I can. I do really like the lore just because, yeah, like, it's just a head and 2 fist sprites, and your mind just kind of fills in the rest of, like, being in the background. Like, why is he in the jail? What do they do to him? He's so fucking big that he can still be a boss fight for me, even with just his head and 2 of his hands while he's still in jail. The streamer just got an email from Raid Shadow Legends asking him to just make her channel just Raid. Yeah, like... Okay, there's the last book. Are we good, actually? A demon that takes up residence... Oh, God. Okay, that's a nightmare. We've got that. This is... I'm pretty sure Skyfish. Moves at high speed. Okay, that is Skyfish. We're good on 2, and then 3... I think we have Minotaur. I think we're using it right now, actually. Yes, we are. We are in go mode. Because we have Nightmare, we have Skyfish, and we're using Minotaur right now. We're gravy. We are in go mode. It's actually pretty rare that killing Balor has something good. Oh god. The only problem with timing yourself is that you can't stop and take a drink of water. I still don't have Hippogriff. Like, I don't need it because I have Giant Bat, but it is very convenient because you don't have to give up a blue soul slot for it. Although with Death Robe, we're going to be pretty fine. This is probably the best way to get up to top floor. Actually, no, it is the best way to get up to top floor. Like, I'm not opposed to people doing sponsorship stuff. I understand, you know, you have to feed yourself, you have to make money. But a lot of people are very slimy about it and will try and prey on streamers, like smaller streamers especially, with stuff like affiliate links where, you know, you get a portion of the profits if people buy whatever, or if there are X amount of installs. The problem is that a lot of the time this is, you know, contingent on either making a purchase or you have to get X installs, otherwise functionally you have done an ad for them for free. And they can just be like, no, it was in the contract, you didn't get 30 copies installed, so we're not paying you anything. I don't know if I still need Giant Bat here. I might. Oh boy, 1 coin. A lot of rotten meat drops. The only reason I'm checking this is because it might potentially be like Cleave Salish or something, which would be quite nice. Oh god, I still need Giant Bat. Still need Giant Bat. Okay, it's just a red soul. We're gonna need Giant Bat one more time, I think. It's slightly faster than walking, so I'm just gonna equip it. Is it this room? No, it's not this room, it's the next one. Excuse me. Excuse me, lubricant. Actually, no, do we even need Giant Bat? I think I could have just double jumped off for that. I think Giant Bat lets me skip, like, getting hit by that succubus there. I will be saving. Honestly, like, one of the most annoying things recently has been, like, every now and then I'll look into, like, you know, getting review copies for games and stuff, and people, depending on the service, like, Keymailer probably has the biggest selection of stuff, but it's also kind of the Wild West in terms of whether or not you get anything. Like, a lot of times you just straight up get ghosted. And recently they've allowed, you know, start doing promoted stuff, which, that's fair, you know. I understand. But it's like, you'll get a notification that says, you've been pre-approved for a key, and it's a demo for a game. It's not even like an actual game itself. It is the demo that anybody can download off the Steam store and play. And it's like, okay, so you're basically just spamming my inbox. Cool. It ensures that I will not be playing your game, because I don't really care about the demo unless I've already played it myself first and want to play it, or if it is a situation where, you know, you are compensating me in some way, which you are not. Or the worst I've ever seen, actually, I think, was, cover the game for a chance. Cover, like, the open beta for a chance of a key when the game releases. And it's like, nah, fuck off with that. If you were going to, you know, put a streamer on ice and tell them, we're gonna give you a copy of the game, maybe. Nah, either give them the copy or don't. there's Hippogriff. Oh, I've had to do that. I've had to do that with somebody last time I streamed Next Fest stuff, Game Face. It was, like, I don't think I banned them, I think I just told them, like, hey, this is a really shitty way to try and get the word out about your game, and you're also making it really awkward for yourself and for me. Yeah, like, if it's the copy of the game itself, that's totally fine. If they're giving you a copy of the game, or if it's like, you know, cover the demo and you will get the full game on release, that's totally fine. But I've seen ones that are like, cover the demo for a chance at a key on release, and like, nah. But yeah, I've had that happen when I was doing NextFest stuff a while back, and it didn't feel good. Because I know, I get it. Like, when you're a small dev and you really want to get the word out about your game, it's hard. And I understand you see, like, a streamer getting a decent amount of views on demos and stuff and be like, oh man, that could be nice. They put in a channel, but like, okay, I guess the question is, yeah, like, if there is a way to do that, like, if you're allowed to ask a streamer to play a game and there's a redeem for it and they didn't do that, then yeah, fuck that. But yeah, they just came into my stream and were like, "Hey, play my demo, please. It's on this page." And like, you want to start at least by saying hello. It's not even that they jumped in and said, "Hey, how's it going?" Like, there's no kind of organic contact tried to be made here. It was literally just jumping into my stream and be like, "Play my game." I did not play this person's game, in case you're wondering. Ah, jeez. Alright, you don't have enough time if you jump behind him. Do you have any mind-ups? I do. Gotta do one for Ule. Could be item crashing soon. There it is. But yeah, like anything that pops up on Keymailer where it's like, oh, there's a demo on Next Fest, and yeah, no. I respect the hustle, but at the same time, I will not be doing it. Not the worst Ule fight. Definitely not my best, though. Alright. Good news is we don't have to giant bat around Chaos Realm. That's never fun. Cleave Salish? Damn. I think we've got enough health items that I don't have to worry about grabbing every single thing. Redeem for 50. What is a rare Ule? I need to go get the voice actor for Julius and commission him to say Ule a different way. You know, this random Japanese dude who'll be like, oh yeah, sure. Bass boosted and slow. Ule. I do want to do more stuff with my channel points, but again, I've been kind of waiting on that. Because I can't be running a ton of shit in parallel, like if I want to fuck around with like Sammy and stuff, that's more stuff to run while I'm also streaming, and my computer's already struggling enough as is. This all brings me back to the issues I've been having with my printer. No. Honestly, I think most of the problem here is the CPU. Like, the 1070 is fine for a lot of games, it's just my CPU now is basically unsupported by any kind of modern motherboard, so I can't really upgrade. Printers in concept are fine, it's just that there's no standards for them, so it's just John fucking Madden when you have a printer to set up or troubleshoot. Alright. Yeah, I think we might just want to do Minotaur. Oh, I just realized I never even bothered with Calibold for fighting Julius, because we just had so much mana core power. I have a few seconds to drink some water here while this cutscene plays, so definitely taking advantage of that. Honestly, I think the blue one would probably be best, because then I can start using mana core. Probably should try and focus that down. As much damage. The blue is completely invincible while it is, like, doing the charge, though. You get to hear some primo ASMR controller clicks today. Ah! Thought you were supposed to wait. Thought you were supposed to get... Yeah, there we go. Shoot those crystals at me, please. Problem is the yellow soul drains all your MP when the little reticle hits you. Alright, I still have Black Panther on. Oops, there we go. Might even just save my MP for... Actually, no, we'll just pop phase 2. I should heal. Thankfully, despite the fact that I am well behind on my computer situation, there are plenty of games that don't require a top-of-the-line computer to play. I've been slowly poking away at games like Zaku Zaku Actors, totally free RPG Maker game. I streamed that last month. Really fun game, too. Really, it's very charming. Like, it has a little bit of jank because it is, you know, an RPG Maker game that was developed over the course of, like, a decade. Oh, I ate 2 orbs there, yum. Oh no, Shaq has been in full, I will take anything for a paycheck mode for the longest time. If you give Shaq money, he will do whatever, you know, you're selling. He will advertise whatever you're trying to sell. Oh wait, that wasn't a heal. Potato pancake, please. One more mind up. Should be pretty close. Literally 1 hit. I probably didn't have to go to the menu there, but you don't get health bars in this game. I wonder how much Shaq charges these days. I wonder if I could hire Shaq. Get Shaq to do a follow alert or something for me. 102. I probably could have gotten under an hour, just... my play in general is a little looser. Definitely room... I think the problem is I sit around and I do a lot of useless stuff sometimes. Like, I'll kill enemies that I don't necessarily have to. But it's just comfier if I do it. We got another seed to run, though. Clear the board. Will Shaq eat worms? I mean, you probably have to pay him a lot. I feel like advertising a product or service and eating worms are 2 very different things. The thing is, yeah, I think it depends on what you're doing. Like, I'm sure you could probably get Shaq to record, like, a phone message for you or something if you paid him a couple $100, but it's different to have him, you know, show up at the studio or whatever. Jackass is absolutely not still going. I think they're all too old. I think they did, like, the movie a few years back, and that was the last thing. That was it. They're all either too old or too on drugs. lot of the stunts would honestly probably kill them. Oh, we were talking about Shaq will do basically like he'll sell anything if you pay him for it, so like he'll advertise whatever, so we were just thinking about theoretically how much it would cost to hire Shaq to do follow alerts. And that's the other thing, yeah, with like the most recent Jackass movie, it wasn't even like it wasn't exclusively them doing this stuff, like they had like new people doing them. Just got discovered by the most alert guard in Metal Gear. Oops. No, I can't delete that last exclamation point. We need them all. Very important. Alright. I kind of hate that the Metal Gear exclamation point sound, it's just used as like random sound effects in videos now. Because I hear that shit everywhere. Like, my nephew is really into, you know, Minecraft YouTubers, and they use that shit everywhere. Alright, Seed 2. I see an elf robe. Actually, it's just a silk robe, that's not the elf robe. Nani? No, I still hear Nani every now and then. Just like those overused as hell sound effects. But like, you know, when I'm hanging out with my nephew and he's, you know, on a tablet or whatever, sometimes I'll hear that shit like 4 or 5 times in the course of a few minutes. Like, you gotta let it rest, homie. Tony Hawk is on Cameo? Yeah, I'm gonna rebrand to a skateboard-focused stream. Honestly, Tony Hawk would probably enjoy that more than like doing skateboarding at this point. Tony Hawk is the guy that goes to the airport. You might know him. He actually edited the video, the promotional video for Gate of Thunder on the PC Engine. I think that's what he's best known for. Like, there was a promotional video for Gate of Thunder on the PC Engine, he edited that. I don't think I've really heard him do anything else outside of that, though. He gets confused for people at the airport a lot. No, not... I don't think he did Dueling Fireman. Yeah, he probably wouldn't be that expensive on Cameo if he's still there. Ted Nugent's on there. He should pay me. I want to peep up here real quick and see what this is. Oh, right, I can't even see because I don't double jump yet. Right. That's why I don't come up here most of the time. I forgore. Freaking skull. 2 hits of Ascalon will do it. Actually, 2 hits of Ascalon and 1 spear. Oh. Black Panther. Yo! Pogger. You get 1 singular Pogger. Yeah, I think Tony Hawk is also kind of like hanging up the like, I'm sure he still does skateboarding and stuff, but I'm pretty sure he's kind of hanging up the helmet. Also, there are like literal children doing 900s now. I didn't watch the Pokemon ZA trailer. It's kind of fucked up that the city is now implementing anti-homeless benches. Specifically for AZ. Specifically for him, so he doesn't get to sleep there. That's rude. It's been 3,000 years. Never actually played, what's it called? Wait, no, was he X and Y? Yeah, he was X and Y, because then he was AZ, yeah. Riff Raff is $85. I could get a cameo message done as if I was one of the real boys. I should probably... Yeah, I'll use the red scarf, I guess. Yeah, never played X or Y. Next marathon stream idea. Whoever gets the most money raised gets a cameo voice message done for it. Yeah, I've heard people don't think like the best of X, like it's not the worst in the series, but it's not the best. I played Sun and Moon and Omega Ruby, but I never played X and Y. Sun and Moon, you could kind of tell the 3DS was really struggling with the series on the handheld. Double battles were just like slideshows. Honestly, at this point, like, there's enough good Pokemon ROM hacks that I know that I would want to play most of the mainline games again. Such as Pokemon Uranium. I'm joking. I'm joking! Chat, I'm joking. I feel bad because I kind of put Ty onto Pokemon Uranium in the first place. I was like, holy shit, somebody did like an entire Pokemon game. Like a standalone game in RPG Maker, and it's got like online trading and stuff. It's got this like its own unique original story, and then oops. I want it. I want it. Yeah, that's the other thing, like they just started releasing so many side games and stuff. Ooh. Oh, great! The NVIDIA driver update thing popped up and it took the focus from my window and my gamepad stopped inputting. Where's my double jump? Just an extended attempt to set up a world where Lopunny is sapient and also made of chalk. What fetish is this? What fetish is this person satisfying? Like, no shade, but... Alright, you cause poison. But yeah, like, seeing the performance of, like, Scarlet and Violet, I have no interest. I have no interest in playing a mainline game that runs like shit. I do not remember the Axe commercial with the chocolate man now. Right, I've got double jump now. Problem is, I want backdash so I can properly swing Ascalon. Okay, but I understand the concept of like, oh yeah, that's cool, it makes Pokemon to like candy and cookies and stuff, but then you mentioned Lopunny specifically being like sentient or whatever, and that's where I kind of raise an eyebrow. Like again, if that's what you're into, fine, but... It's like when people try to recommend like Senran Kagura to me, like, yeah, I get it, you know, the gameplay might be fun, but I just have no interest in the, you know, anime teenagers with giant titties thing. No, it's great. It's just you have to deal with somebody, you have to deal with a teenager having her clothes blown off every 5 seconds, but the gameplay is really great. Nah, I'm good. And I say this as somebody who enjoys, you know, Ass Libra Revision, which unfortunately gets horny at the drop of a hat. Like, it's... I understand games can have some horny stuff in them, but like, man, I just cannot do games like that. You have that problem with RPG Armageddon. Are you implying that Hatsune Miku being in Super Mario RPG Armageddon breaks the flow of the game? Are you implying that having Shion from Kingdom Hearts may not, in fact, be a great fit for the Mario universe in terms of tone? Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna watch the commercial, but I believe you. So, I actually streamed through the entire thing, Teravan, and I kind of had that problem with earlier releases of the game because it was a lot harder, but they released what's called, like, they have different versions of it now. They have, like, a content patch, which is a lot easier. Like, you don't have to be perfect to win every single fight until you get, like, the very, very, you know, super post-final game super boss, but I thought it was pretty reasonable on, like, that difficulty. I'm not sure if the latest version has that, because I think they do have, like, a normal and hard mode patch now. But, like, the fights were hard, don't get me wrong, but I never felt like, you know, if I don't get every single timing perfectly, I just have to reset. Because, yeah, I definitely had that problem with earlier versions of the game, because there was no, like, multiple difficulty option. Yeah, that's one of the big things. Like, I remember the original version of the Google translated Mario RPG or whatever. You kind of can't be doing that stuff. Ooh, gold plate. Actually, I think that is better than the Silk Robe. Were you on V9? Because it is harder, like, for sure it is harder, but I don't know, I had a pretty good time with it. Even if it had bosses that were absolutely not, you know, in line with the lore, in line with the style of Super Mario RPG V8. I think they had because I think normal was, like, originally the hard mode version, like the previous version, then they released a content patch, like a content version, I think it was called. Actually, Aurochs Suit might be better than gold plate. Yeah, I'll lose 1 point to defense for those, why not? Actually, I want to check the ceiling here before I go back to Gremlin. But yeah, I thought Armageddon, like, yeah, it's goofy as hell, the bosses don't match the setting at all. But I had a pretty good time with it. That's the thing, like, a lot of the base campaign, it is just kind of Super Mario RPG again. It's just harder. Like, a lot of the custom stuff is relegated to the post-game, so if that's what you're looking for, it might be harder. Because the thing I really did enjoy about it was that they kind of let you tech magic attacks. Like, you could block those if your timing was good, which wasn't a thing in original Mario RPG, but they added that to the remake, if I remember correctly, for, like, single-target stuff, I think. Grandia 2. I still like to play the Grandia. Like, I've heard good things about, like, at least Grandia 1 and 2, but I've not really played them. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting that book. Gonna have to come back here later once I have Hippogriff or Giant Bat. Yeah, difficulty mods are a slippery slope, though. Like, Armageddon, at the very least, it was always billed as a high difficulty mod. It was never meant to be like, oh, yeah, I just, I tweaked a couple things and I made what I thought the better version of Mario RPG was, and it's just like, haha, actually, it's brutally difficult for no good reason, and we're not going to tell you about that at the very beginning. Because, like, I saw on romhacking.net, I saw there's a mod for Robo Trek of all games, And I'm kind of curious about it, but it's like they're mentioning like they do balance changes and they make the bosses harder, and I don't know that I want that. Because there were some really weird difficulty spikes in Robotrek. Problem is, like, Robotrek, it kind of seesaws between being very simple and easy to some bosses will just, like, blow your dick off until you figure out the exact thing you have to do. Because they just arbitrarily decide, I'm going to resist this specific move you're doing, or I'm going to resist this specific equipment you have. Yellow Soul. HD restoration patch also makes the vanilla game harder. I think I have, like, a lot of the Heroes and Might and Magic games. I think they came in a bundle I got a while back. I've been meaning to try them at some point. I never did. The old monster dens don't stack up if you visit them each week, but the patch does. Yeah, that's the thing, like, when it's just added in, like, oh, we put in difficulty on top of our restoration mod or whatever, that's different. Oh god, my nose is itchy. Who said my nose could be itchy? Do I have any better bullet souls? Not really. Yeah, I'm all for more, like, granular difficulty options and stuff in video games. Or, like, you do a utility where you say, okay, I want, you know, harder encounters, or I want rebalanced items or bosses or whatever. But yeah, when you kind of just force people to bundle it together, it kind of sucks. Creaking the skull. But yeah, I thought overall Mario RPG Armageddon was a lot harder for sure, but I liked it. I liked it if only for the fact that you could have, like, different roles for characters rather than just, like, Mario RPG, you know. Peach is the healer. You know, Peach is the healer, Mallow is the magic attacker, Bowser is the physical guy, Geno just kind of does a little bit of everything, because he's maybe a little too strong. So Geno, go fake. Huh. Yeah, I don't have the kick yet. No, and I get it. Yeah, it can be difficult. That's the other thing too. Yeah, like the a lot of times difficulty mods are for people who have played the shit out of the game, and, like, you know, they have tested their patches over and over and over again, so they've become, you know, functionally perfect at playing their game. And if you don't bounce it off a lot of different people, it gets very difficult. You get a good gauge of, like, how difficult your game actually is. Thought I still had Gladiator from the last seed, so I figured a wheel was going to come out. It didn't. Okay, hammer, I don't need that. Gold coin, not stopping for that. I'll take a stinky hand. I don't have a slide, though, which kind of sucks, because I have to go the long way around. Yeah, Mega Man especially, like... It's very... The problem with Mega Man, it's almost... not impossible, but it's very difficult to make... Like, there's a lot of randomness when it comes to doing Mega Man levels, because, like, by default, enemies will sometimes, you know, give you a full, you know, energy refill or an extra life or whatever. And then sometimes you get, like, nothing. Maybe you get, like, a single 2 energy pip, and, like, do you balance the level around that, or do you just try and make it as hard as possible, and it's the player's problem at that point. 3062 mod started the Vanilla campaign. I mean, that, yeah, again, that's the thing. Like, once people have played a game enough, generally they want a bigger challenge. You kind of turn into the Lubu of your game, and nobody can provide you with a decent challenge. Lubu just out on the field demanding that you play Battletech with him. But then the problem is balancing the level around, assuming the player gets nothing, then, you know, in the event that you do get a couple of, you know, 1 or 2 random lucky drops, then does that trivialize your level? It's one of those things that's difficult. Ideally, you'd be playing a version of the game where item drops aren't, like, randomized like that, but we cannot do that with a lot of games. Summons Imp, the Familiar. Summons the famous blade known as Graham. Ugh, I'm cursed. Forgot these things could curse you. Summons a muscular chef to make you a chicken, which you cook inside of your computer. It all comes back full circle. This all comes back to the issues I've been having with my printer. Did somebody mention Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker? Alright. Let's kill the headhunter again. I had to decide between getting hit there or taking a drink of water and being in a worse position, and I decided water was more important. I think I can hit you from the ground here, I sure can. Still no backdash though, so I have to low swing. I don't mind the third form so much, it's just that sometimes it'll constantly spam poison. You have to get it really close. Oh, the Black Panther. I think both times Black Panther came from Headhunter. But we also got it pretty early. We don't have Galamont, do we? No, we do not. Unless I get Chrono Mage, unless I get really lucky, or get Galamont, we can't go in there yet. Yeah, the thing with Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker, it's just a very long name that people would spam in chat. Because, you know, people like to do a little trolling. I'd be surprised if there wasn't a retranslation mod, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't want it. I do not want Curly to turn to Kali. I don't want Scarmilione to turn to Scarmilione. I don't want Lubricant to turn to Rubicante or Rubicante. I like my tall hammer, thank you very much. I like my wronginess. How dare you relocalize my game? Go to hell. Okay, yeah, turn Skull into Scala, whatever that's pronounced as. No. Yeah, exactly. Now Night Hand is asking the real questions. Can we fuck up the rest of the translation to bring it up to parity? And I think the answer is, I don't think that exists yet, but it should. And it seems like a fairly simple hack, so get on that. I think we go to Floating Garden now. Enemy Vowel Randomizer. Instead of fighting bats, you fight butts. I would love to have Hippogriff. Just saying. Hippogriff is a treat today. See, chat, that's what's called a called shot. If you don't call your shot, you'll never make it. But if you do call your shot and you do make it, well, the rewards are endless. This is actually a planned seed. I never told anybody, but I very carefully, meticulously crafted every aspect of the seed. Because you can do that. You can, like, pre-build a seed based on, like, the petals that show up. Oh, there's Gravekeeper. Yeah, Catoblepus was correct. Very inconsistent. That is the Sherman ring, not the Shaman ring. Yeah, they got Cleave Salish correct, too. I think I should save. Yeah, we have Skella. Oh, we don't have a slide, though. I'm gonna have to take some damage to go through the spikes. I could actually reset, because we did save right there, so I think I might actually reset and see if it's good or not. That's some meat, which is okay, but not on its own worth coming down here for. Gungnir was Gungnir. Levitain, I think, is a pretty fair localization of it. I think it's missing a single N. Ooh, Dracula Tunic. Okay, fine. I'll take some damage to go back. Fine, we win. Ow. Problem is getting out of this hole is a pain in the ass. I don't know if I'm gonna die here. Yeah, a lot of weapons are like, they have been translated a lot of different ways as well. I'm just gonna have to damage tank these. Now watch, I'm gonna get like Demon Mail or the Death Armor or the Death Robe coming in here. Oh, I love Kangaroo. I love the Fantasia Kangaroo. I dwell amongst the abounding light of heaven. What the heck? It ends here. Indignation. This can't be. Man was chewing as much scenery as the GBA speaker would let him. God. I'm trying to be fancy with my movement and I'm just running into spikes. I should probably break this. Oh, there's my slide. My slide came a little bit too late, but there it is. The famous blade known as Grim. Can we just use Ascalon here? Yeah, the more fucked up Grandpa beds from Stardew were great. Do I have any better bullet souls? I still don't. Still really don't. Let's slide out of here. Okay. Every time Bird Gang dropped, you had to say thanks. Was Bird Gang bad in that game? Never actually played CBHD. Assuming you're talking about Harmony of Despair. Let's go down the toilet. Medusa head. Serviceable, completely milquetoast. Speaking of milk, you manifested that. Every copy of Castlevania Aria of Sorrow Randomizer is personalized. Where do we go from here? I think we're just gonna go underwater. Nope, nope. Didn't quite make it. Actually, I could leave and take the teleport. Why am I going this way? I don't need to be going this way. This is pointless. Also, I can grab the book. I forgot. I forgot. What is that? Oh, it's just the stinky little katana. There's a lot of katanas in this game, and that is the worst one. Highlander and TF2 is called the Book Gang. Speaking of TF2, apparently it's just like... I don't know if it's open source, or they just made it like... They just added the API, like... Not quite open source, but functionally you can just do whatever you want with it now. We might actually be able to have servers that aren't just infested with bots that kick you as soon as you join them. Have you got anything good? You got any weapons that showed up? Kelbog. Yasutsuna's not bad. Nothing incredible. Or is it actually like open source? Because I thought they just released the API. Which I don't believe is the same as open sourcing it, but I'm not entirely sure what happened. It's been a little bit since I played TF2. Game is fun when you actually get to play TF2, it's just that a lot of public servers are just like, you know, either infested with bots or, you know, you'll have people just fucking around and not actually playing the game. Like you have people just non-stop using, you know, the Market Gardener and just going for the soldier shovel kills. It's like, it's fine to play around that every now and then, but it's literally like when it's all you're doing. It's not a super fun way to play. At least for me. Yeah, I know the Uncletopia servers are an option, but like... Ideally, they would have solved the base, like the underlying issues with their game. Because unfortunately, when you make a game like that free to play, it means that literally anybody can just spin up a new account if they get banned from a server. And set up a new bot to start kicking people, you know? I really need a better red soul. I really need a gladiator soul. Hey, Aria of Sorrow, I need a gladiator soul, or Nightmare would also be cool. Extinguisher was one of those things that... I think it was on, like, the borderline of being broken. Because, like, in a lot of situations, it just strictly was not really answerable. And it doesn't... It rarely feels good in, like, a video game to just simply be like, well, you're dead now. And I know this is TF2 we're talking about. This is, you know... Random crits, skill-based gameplay. Was that Excalibur? I think that was Excalibur. Email. Yeah, it's actually better than Dragon Tunic. Oops. No, and I get it. Like, it was a pretty heavy part of the game for quite a while. Much stronger as Excalibur than Ascalon. I think it has a weird hitbox, though, if I remember correctly. Like, the actual blade part doesn't really deal damage. So I think I might just keep using Ascalon for now. Silver gun, nice. We get to clown on Graham a little bit. Oh yeah. Excalibur is... or Soma's not King Arthur. No way he'd be able to pull it out of the rock. It wouldn't make any sense. Come on now. Come on now, I say as I pull out my positron rifle. Let's try and keep things realistic here, huh? Yeah, it's one of those changes where, like, I understand why they did it, but at the same time, yeah, I can also see why it was very, like, controversial. Can I go down here? Not. Iron plate. And is that another basic katana? Ew. Ew. Well, Soma has the soul of Dracula, but he himself is not Dracula. He has the potential to become Dracula, but he is not. He is actively choosing, I have, you know, the power of darkness and Satan on my side, but does not use it for personal gain. Rather, he uses it to protect his friends, which makes him inherently not Dracula. He's also a high schooler, wears bell bottoms and a fur coat, but hey, you rock that shit, man. Alright, let's see. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? What's this again? Got my attention span. Right, that was just a basic-ass katana. Oh, the longiness. Sorry, the wronginess. Oh, I'm not saying he doesn't pull it off. I'm just saying, like, he's a high schooler who has access to, like, a full-body, full fur coat and bell-bottoms, and just nobody bats an eye. Do I have a transformation soul, actually? Yeah, we got Devil. We're good. But no, he doesn't have the Dracula money, like, explicitly, you know, he is just a high school student in Japan. That's the whole thing, like, he is explicitly not the Dracula, he just has his soul. But, like, aside from that, he is, you know, he is probably a broke-ass high school and potentially college student, depending on how old he is in Dawn of Sorrow. I think the exchange student is just a bit for the localization. I think in the Japanese version, he just is a Japanese dude. Not like Genya Arikado, who, for some reason, has a lot of money and works for a government organization, and also seems to know a lot about Dracula. Who could that guy be? Who could this Arikado guy be? What is Arikado spelled backwards? Oh my god, it's race car! Holy shit, it's a palindrome. Ew. Stinky forbidden area. Very stinky forbidden area. Oh, that was some movement. Yeah, I think we just take the usual route here. Ah, I love getting appled on the way out. I think it can actually deal damage if it hits you, like, right before you open the door. If it takes you, like, a little bit longer to get in there. That's right, it's Odakira, which means, he's the guy who will cut down Nobunaga Oda. This is only kind of very tangentially related because I read Kira. I watched the movie War Games recently, and I almost kind of wonder if Light from Death Note is a reference to the dude from War Games. David Lightman. David L. Lightman is his full name. Because he's a high schooler who discovers this incredible power to potentially, you know, kill all of humanity from a remote location, although he does get caught, but still. Just very, very strange set of coincidences there that makes me wonder, could this manga artist have been inspired by a random Matthew Broderick movie from the 80s? It's also very funny seeing all, like, the old technology and, like, how it's kind of correct, but at the same time still very, like, Hollywood hacker, you know? You type in messages and it makes very loud beeps and boops and stuff. You have this kind of, like, high schooler who is very, very intelligent, but at the same time, he doesn't want to use it for learning. He wants to use it to fuck around with things and fuck around behind the scenes. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The 60-minute YouTube think piece is actually just a summary of the plot. Will be out in 10 minutes. Please be sure to tune in for such gems as me reading the Wikipedia article verbatim and very slightly changing wordage on the Wikipedia article to make it seem like I'm not reading the Wikipedia article verbatim. Damn it. Also, be sure to tune in for the part where I just stick in any kind of remotely relevant meme or video in an attempt to keep your attention, because I'm clearly not doing it on my own. Just sprinkle that shit around like candy. Yeah, clips from The Office, the no, please God, no. What else? What other overused shit is there? Vine booms. Being the Legion pilot would probably be pretty fun. They probably have, like, at least a Super Nintendo in there that somebody could play. I'm not saying you can't do it, Dubs. I'm saying that when you do that shit non-fucking stop. Like, it's very obvious when you have nothing of your own to say. But you're like, huh. I need to keep engagement somehow. What if I just simply put in a meme that everybody's seen 200 times already? What if I did, like, what if I... Are you paying attention? Chat, are you paying attention? Are you paying attention? Are you doing it, chat? Are you paying attention? Pay attention. This is engagement. You like this video now. Need to put Subway Surfer footage beside this stream so you're still watching. You need to know this. How will I keep my metrics? How will I keep people engaged enough to not skip the sponsor segment when it comes up, chat? Now. Oh yeah, no, that shit's everywhere. Oh, katana. You need to know. You need to know, you need to engage, you need to click the like button. You need to comment. You need to click the share button. Because metrics are God. And if I don't have metrics, how am I supposed to get an extra nickel from this ad that I'm about to run? No, I'm not gonna run an ad. But speaking of metrics, if you like what you're streaming, if you like what you see, hit the follow button. Make sure you can get notified. That is providence. That is divine providence. That is timing right there. Thank you, Nightbot. I'm manifesting a lot of stuff over these past few runs and just in general. Boy, it sure would suck if somebody came to my door in real life and gave me $1 billion. Actually, no, that would be great. What am I saying? I want that. I want that to happen. I want there to be a soul pedestal outside of my house, and I want there to be $1 million inside of it. That'd be great. And also an RTX 4070 Super Ti. God. The AI stuff. Just immediately block that shit the second anybody does it. I don't have Giant Bat, do I? I do not. What the heck? Artesian Builds is at my door and they want to give me a pre-built with a 5090 Ti Super that doesn't even exist yet? Wow. Wow. Do I have any multi-hits? I guess Kaiser Knuckle works. And also, Hatsune Miku is delivering the computer to me? Alright, I'm done. Yeah, that company did some shit. Well, it's more that they didn't do shit. They were doing, for people who aren't familiar with the Artesian Builds story, the debacle, they were doing a thing where they would, like, give away builds on stream, basically. Like, they would, you know, everybody who was set up in their affiliate program, they would give out computers to them randomly. And the idea was that they would do this drawing live on stream, and it was supposed to be open to anybody who was an ambat, like, anybody basically signed up for their affiliate program. And so they drew somebody on stream, and instead of just being like, great, we'll get our contact info out to you shortly, we'll just get in touch with us and we'll send your computer your way. They poured over her metrics live on stream, which is incredibly fucking shitty to do, both, you know, as a person and as a streamer. And we were like, and they were like, actually, no, you're not getting enough, you know, revenue for us. You're not getting enough clickbacks or click-throughs on your stuff. And basically said, yeah, no, we're gonna re-roll this drawing because you didn't make us enough money. And the internet caught wind of that because she told everybody, like, hey, if you are in a partnership with Artesian Builds, you might want to check this out. And so that clip spread like wildfire because, as it turns out, a lot of streamers are in either contracts or agreements with Artesian, or were in agreements with Artesian Builds. And we're basically, like, told, hey, so are you gonna do this to me, too, if you draw me? And basically, you know, the damage was very done at that point. The CEO tried to, you know, squeeze out some half-baked apology video, and nobody was buying it, as they shouldn't have. Yeah, he was wearing like a fucking Star-Lord jacket while he was doing it too, which didn't help. But yeah, you know, all the streamers, as you would imagine, turned on him, or turned on them, and they basically went bankrupt. I agree, Balor, it's very funny, thank you. So it's a very good lesson in how to torpedo your company. If you're gonna do a giveaway, if you're gonna give away stuff live on stream even, maybe don't nitpick the shit out of the people you're giving the stuff to. Maybe just eat the, like, couple $1,000 loss, whatever they would have paid for it. Because they went bankrupt instead of losing a few $1,000s, which I think would have been a better deal to just lose a few $1,000. on not getting your optimal metrics. Oh god, that was such a shit show. I need to watch that guy's video again. I need to watch the apology video that he squeezed out, because man, there's just so much good catharsis out of that. Also probably illegal if you're going to announce a giveaway and then not give away, you know, your announced prize to the winner. So even if they had somehow gotten away with it, I imagine the government may have wanted to know about people running giveaways and not actually giving stuff away. The ukulele was not involved. Because I'm pretty sure the dude could not play any musical instrument if he needed to. Oh wait, did I go up top? I didn't go to... I always forget. I have done this in the past. I have forgotten about the succubus bath. We gotta go to the succubus bath. Okay, not tremendously useful, but it's important to know this area exists because I always forget about it. It was so satisfying watching, like, everybody just immediately turn and be like, wow, that's a really fucking shitty thing to do. This motherfucker thinks that he can get away with just basically saying, nah, you don't win because your metrics aren't good enough. Felt good. Felt nice. Where do I want to go from here? I could check the ceiling in Dance Hall. I don't have Galamoth, though, do I? No, I don't have Galamoth. Like, top floor is probably the correct guess here. Do I have any of the books, actually? I only have book 2. I believe that's Imp. Yeah, let's go to top floor. Let's go to top floor and we'll see what we get. And then if worse comes to worse, I can go do the ceiling in Dance Hall. Like, it sucks for everybody who was working at Artesian and was actually, you know, a decent person, was just involved in building the PCs. It's just a shame that your entire livelihood was tanked by one shithead with a mouth bigger than his ego. Or an ego bigger than, I don't know. Bigger than his Star-Lord jacket. I imagine it probably wasn't great for any company trying to do, like, pre-made computers around the time. Yeah, bigger than his brain, we'll go with that. In case you're thinking, like, oh, he worked really hard to build up the company on his own, nah, he was pretty fucking rich. He came from money. I would not be at all surprised if he tried some tax evasion shit. All the rich people do. There's no way you get to that amount of money, like, being able to have millions and millions of dollars without having some kind of tax bullshit going on. Yeah, exactly. All you had to do was take a very small L on your profits for a single giveaway that you were going to give it away anyways. This is Scarmiglione? No. No, that is Skullmiglione. Then this is Imp, I'm pretty sure, and then this is... I don't know what this one is. The fiddle with... That's a Gremlin, so Gremlin, Imp, and Skullmiglione. I think we have Gremlin. I know we have Gremlin. No. Did we not get... Oh, we fought gremlins. I guess we don't have the gremlin. No, we do. There it is. And there's Imp. And then Skull... I saw Skull Archer. I thought that was it. No, we still need Skull Millione. So we're not quite go mode. God, with my luck, it's gonna be in the ceiling in Dance Hall, isn't it? Okay, yeah, there's Galamoth. Alright, we're going back. Unless, I think there's one more check in here. If there's a single room with a check at the very top. Could be it. Damn. Okay, yeah, we gotta go back. Actually, I wonder if going from Clock Tower would be faster. Probably not. I will break the ball in the meantime, though, because we have to come back. This is not the right room, but... There's the save. Punch, punch. Alright. I think it is faster to go from the top floor. Just because I can kind of do this, and it's just kind of go left and right a few times, and you're back in. Yeah, this is actually a lot faster. Yeah. See, this is why I like to take this teleporter. Because if you don't take it, you have to go the long way around from the servants' quarters. It's a relatively quick trip anyway, so you might as well just touch the screen. Otherwise, you're just kind of gambling and hoping that it won't be there. I was digging around the Lua files of that Sonic PSO mod I was playing the other day, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm in on that real bad. And apparently they do have a couple of plans for stuff like Toward the Future that is in the quest log, but it's not implemented yet. And then there's also, I think I saw Soaring Blade, so I think they want to do Twin Sabers at some point. So I'm cautiously excited. I just hope it doesn't take another year and a half for that to get, like, adding in new stuff. Okay, there's Skull Millione. I would love to see, like, a full, you know, difficulty progression. There's also the ability to get your proficiency, like your weapon proficiency. It goes all the way up to Rainbow, even though there are no Rainbow weapons yet. So I think they are planning to go, like, eventually down the line, add more and more stuff. And they also mentioned in the release notes for the version 2 patch that they wanted to do more. But they just figured, we got a full complete campaign now, we got a bunch of new stuff added in, new mechanics. This will be good enough for a full release, so... I also hope it... I would love to see it get picked up for, like, modding and stuff. I'd love to see mod it, like, people add in new weapon types and stuff. Yeah, Roboblast Infinity. I might actually want to go buy some healing items real quick. Because that got its version 2 release last week, and it's very good. It adds, like, it's basically the episode 2 update. Like, it adds a bunch of new areas, a bunch of new weapons and stuff, new mechanics, new potentials for every weapon. There's, like, weapon combinations now. There's a lot. Some things still aren't implemented, like challenge mode, that's a future update. They want to do, like, free field exploration as well, where there are no, like, barriers, I'm guessing. You just kind of go around the map and kill monsters. Sorry, kill badniks. There are no monsters in that game. There are no monsters outside of Dark Falls. Alright. Let's go kill Graham. Couldn't take that long. Fairly quick seeds this time. Like, we still gotta do the Chaos Dimension, but we're absolutely in place to finish. There are no question marks here. Curly. Oh, damn. Sometimes he gets close enough to the wall that you can actually continuously hit with the transformation. Yeah, there we go. He moved a little bit to the left now, so I don't think it'll hit anymore. I better not risk it, actually. So we need Imp. We need Skull Milione, and we need Gremlin. Skull Milione doesn't even do as much damage as my sword. Honestly, like, playing that has also kind of made me want to play Infinity again, like proper Phantasy Star Portable 2 Infinity. I would absolutely buy day one if they did like a modern port of Infinity and like made it online play and stuff. Localized it into English. Alright, I don't really have any good Red Souls. Yeah, sure, Veil, why not? Because Infinity was amazing, and it's a goddamn crime we did not get it in English. I think it is possible to play it online with, like, PSP emulation, but it's a little sketchy from what I understand. That game was absolutely the shit. It was so cool. Like, they added an entirely new difficulty, they added a bunch of new missions, they added a, you know, ton of new areas and stuff, ton of new gear. The ability to reincarnate. So, like, you can kind of get your base stats higher disguise style. I don't think Graham's okay, I think he's dead. But, like, they added reincarnation, they added, like, Infinity extension for weapons, like, even better way to maintain weapons that were maybe lower level, but you still like them. Like the ability to generate your own missions, like you could customize what enemy types would spawn in missions, what kind of like bonuses or penalties or whatever, like you could have a penalty in exchange for rare drops, or you could have like enemies with weaker HP so it's easier to farm them. It was so impressive for a PSP game, and we never got it in English. And obviously I don't think you can... I don't know if you can actually still play it online. Can you still play PSP games online? Is that allowed? I can't imagine you can, because it's... That came out in like 2010, I want to say? I streamed the English patch for it a while back, but it obviously wasn't like a full playthrough or anything, because you can spend a lot of time playing that game. That's the other thing. Like, there was so much stuff in it for, like... It was a portable, like, spin-off title that had more content than the base games, I think. Which is wild. Like, they had to... Not skimp, but they obviously had to compromise in some areas. Like, they couldn't have, you know, full-blown motion cutscenes for everything in the game, because a lot of it was just, dialogue. But just the amount of stuff in that game was fantastic. Oh, I got it. I got got. Ow. I'll actually die. I feel like a lot of people's weakness would be turning into a giant woman. Especially the amount of swords she's got. It could, like, look how many. Just quad wielding. It's like the one dude from Sengoku Basara. Who, it's 6 swords, right? Masamune, he uses 6 swords at the same time. He uses it like Wolverine, just puts a little sword between his knuckles. Oh, wrong way. I gotta play more Sengoku Basara. That game is so fun. Specifically the 4th one, Sumeragi. The one that never came out in English. Because it's a lot more than just like a Dynasty Warriors clone. It actually has some sauce to it. Every character has like unique mechanics besides just, you know, they have a different moveset or whatever. It's almost kind of like the way I would describe it is like each character is like a different DMC weapon. It is also like completely off the rails. Like you'll just get these roulette wheels that'll spin when you do stages. Like you'll just kill these dudes that give you a spin on a roulette wheel. And sometimes it'll be like, you know, you become superpowered for a bit, or you get a lot of money. Or sometimes you transform into a dude who is meant to be the joke character of the game, but he can kill everybody in one hit. But then when you get hit, you know, you lose that transformation one time. Like you only get a single hit before you lose that transformation. Or there's the one that just summons the Catholic faith to try and convert you and cause you to die. Well, not die, but you lose the stage if you get converted. It's such a smart game, dude. I don't think they explicitly call it the Catholic faith, but it's like, it's meant to be like, you know, the missionary Xavier, like I don't think he's a character in that game, but like, it's based off the historical Xavier who kind of like introduced a lot of Christianity to Japan. Or Catholicism, whatever it is. And they built like a Christianity theme park where like one of the stages you ride in a little roller coaster and go around the Christian theme park. It's great. And it's a goddamn crime we never got it in English. This stream is just like me bitching about like GPU prices and never getting games in English. Or GPUs that are English, are they? Our GPUs might be in English, but they also maybe melt our computers down, so who's to say what's right or wrong? It's just a blue. I was gonna say, if that was like a Cleave Salish or something, or maybe like Dominway, I might consider it, but no. There's no blue soul right now that will do better than what we've got. Oide. That's how you say come here in Japanese. Come here a minute. Oide a minute. You oide a minute. Alright, we don't need Skulla. I think I will just use Bale. I think this entire run I didn't really get any good red souls. Nemesis, I guess, is kind of useful because it's invincibility, but like... yeah, I'm mostly just going to be spending my MP on transformations. Because we got Devil Kings, which was Sengoku Basara 1, and then we got Sengoku Basara 3 on the Wii exclusively of all platforms, which is really strange. Like, the original ass Wii was the only platform that got the proper Sengoku Basara localization and not Devil Kings, which was fucking weird. Devil Kings is hilarious because it's like the whole premise of Sengoku Basara is that it's like the Sengoku Warring States period. Like it's kind of like the Japanese, almost like their three kingdoms. And they just were like, nah, people don't want that shit. People want to learn about Japan. So they took out like all the references. They renamed all the characters to like the most generic ass shit. And it's just like everybody gets names from like, you know, proper Japanese names to like, I'm Frost. I'm Slayer, I'm Gun, I'm Killer Guy. So let's just destroy that little eye real quick. Oh. Worm is causing problems. Wish I had an Arc Demon. Might be a little bit slower, not doing quite as much damage. Love hearing the screaming every time you power up. Soma very briefly turning into Goku before turning into Curly. I don't think I really needed all those healing items, but I like to be safer. Unfortunately, the worm in the background, the snake worm, whatever you want to call it, is just kind of random. Yeah, we got one more mind up. That's right, I might need them later. I might need them in Dawn of Sorrow. The game where Soma throws out all of his swords from the previous game. I'm sure they hand wave it away somewhere, being like, "Oh, all your equipment also got absorbed back into the castle when it disappeared." Soma would absolutely be a trans ally. Not as fast as the last one, but still decently quick. Yeah, Soma Crows could simply just chug a bunch of high mind-ups and run through, and you're completely invincible in Curly mode, so nobody can do anything about it. No, Ivy, you need to do the gold password for that. You need to enter 18 pages worth of passwords if you want to transfer over all your strawberries. Like, I understand it wouldn't have been feasible to expect everybody to have a way to transfer their way over from, like, Golden Sun to Lost Age, but man, the gold password was so much. You were just functionally typing in all the code to populate these items in your game. I never finished Lost Age. I never finished Lost Age or Dark Dawn. Golden Sun mentioned. I was one of those kids who really thought that Golden Sun was a lot better than it actually was. There was a third game, yeah, on the DS. Or are you doing a bit where people don't talk about the third game in Golden Sun? Oh, you never played it? Well, good news, you have a third Golden Sun game to play now. I don't know if it's good because I never finished it. I played a little bit of it and then it's eh. The thing for me was the first Golden Sun, I think they changed it in Lost Age, but it had that mechanic where if you attacked an enemy after it was dead, nothing would happen. Like, at the very least, your characters would just defend rather than just wasting their turn completely. But yeah, it was one of those games that had the haha, you attacked a dead target, now your turn is over mechanic, which just never really feels good. And I think they did change it for Lost Age. I might be wrong, though. I think for what it is, like, I think for an RPG on the GBA, it was fine. It's just that a lot of people kind of praise it as, like, the second coming of RPGs at the time. When it was good, but it wasn't incredible, in my opinion. Biggest problem was that there was just too much talking. Oh my god. I had a lot more patience as a kid because looking at, like, Golden Sun now, the conversation's just, ugh. And everybody hiccups whenever they talk, and it just extends the conversations even more. Yeah, the stuff with it, I don't know. I didn't hate the idea of like you can pop your gins to change class and like temporarily use a strong ability and change your stuff, but yeah, it did require a little more thinking about it rather than just I'm gonna dump my abilities. Which again, I don't hate the idea of it. DS game was way words with words. Oh hell yeah. Well, there you go. Maybe get your fast forward button set up there, Avion. But yeah, that's the seeds for the day. We did a little bit of gabbing. It's good to do these just to get some chatting in. I like doing these because I just kind of chill. I know these games pretty much by heart by now, so I can just kind of talk about whatever. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. That'll be it for the week. Um, I feel like I had to say something I don't. I do have to do 100%. This is true. Yeah. I'm gonna raid you all over to Minimat, who's doing some observum ups. He's doing Paranormal Night Shift. Matt. I have to remember, it's just one T now. I need to get like a music. I need to get some kind of song to play on this closing stream because sometimes games don't have music in the background. I'm gonna do that. But yeah, enjoy your weekend and go enjoy Minimat and have a good rest of your day or night. Take it easy.